When do you choose a fire hose over a garden hose? Well, when you require fast delivery of high volume water, you're going to go with the bigger hose. Well, let's see how that relates to moving bulk material with an AirSweep. Hi, Paul the AirSweep guy, back here to talk about volume, specifically compressed air volume required to run the AirSweep system. Over the years, clients will ask me, why do we need such large pipes to run the AirSweep system? We have 100 psi out by the silo, we've got air lines, why do we need to install headers and have air receivers? And that's when I bring out my garden hose, fire hose analogy. Garden hose is great to blow a little dirt and leaves off the sidewalk, but a fire hose can knock somebody off their feet because of the volume that comes out. I put a little demo together using my Riverstone, showing the difference between garden hose and fire hose volume. Let's take a look. This river gravel has a bulk density of about 100 pounds per cubic foot, so it doesn't move too easily. You can see that the force of water coming out of the 3/4 inch hose isn't doing too much to disturb the pile. Now the volume of water has been quadrupled in this 1.5 inch pipe, so the force is also really increased and it easily displaces the stones. Okay, let's get this cleaned up. I'm going to set up the AirSweeps and we're going to see how volume affects their performance with the same material. Okay, we're all set up for the next demo. So the last demo we used water running through two different pipe sizes, the 3/4 inch and the large 1.5 inch. And we saw that through the 3/4 inch, the water really did not displace the Riverstone very much at all. We switched out to the 1.5 inch, running at the same pressure, and it displaced the stone with relative ease. So now we're going to try the same thing using compressed air and the model VA51 AirSweep. So this is our 2-inch model. It actually runs off an 1.5 inch solenoid valve. So normally it would be piped up with an 1.5 inch line and 1.5 inch or 2-inch header pipe back to a air receiver for volume. It moves a lot of volume in 1/4 second bursts. That's where it gets its power, from the volume. So now we're going to actually pipe it up with a 1/4 inch shop line. We're going to run at 100 psi. We're going to run this shop line directly into the 1.5 inch solenoid valve. So let's see what it does with reduced volume. Same pressure, but reduced volume. After that, we'll switch it back to the big 1.5 inch and we'll pipe it back through the air receiver and we'll see if there's a difference. So let's do it. So running off the shop line with reduced volume, you can see that the AirSweep's pulsing, but it's not moving a lot of material. It's not more than a couple inches. It still has a lot of pressure, so there's velocity coming out of the nozzle, but it doesn't have the volume. It doesn't have the power that we want to see. And as you can see, it only pushed the material a couple inches at most. So the shop line really didn't have the volume to push that pile anywhere. It had velocity from 100 psi, but no volume in a 1/4 inch line to really move the pile. There's no power there. So now we're going to hook up the 1.5 inch line up to the air receiver with big header pipe in between. That's going to provide some volume to the AirSweep, and let's look at the difference right now. So running at full volume, it takes only one pulse from the AirSweep to completely clear the pile of wet rocks from the table. Let's look at it again. Wow, with the addition of more pipe volume, the difference in clearing power goes from 3 inches to more than 3 feet. That deserves another look. Well, you can see when you add volume to the pressure, you generate a lot of power out of the AirSweep. So as always, if you have any questions, you want more information about AirSweeps, visit our website at airsweepsystems.com. Until next time, I'm Paul the AirSweep guy saying, pump up the volume and keep it flowing.